From the home of the Bulldogs on the campus of Louisiana Tech University, you're watching ESPN's coverage of the Conference USA Baseball Championship. 3 semifinalists have been determined. Tonight, we learn the 4th. It'll be Sam Houston or Louisiana Tech. They play tonight in an elimination game at J.C. Love Field in Ruston, Louisiana. I'm Chris Mycoskie alongside Malcolm Butler. Sam Houston State able to get to this point, only winning a 2-0 game earlier tonight. A pitching performance that was masterful, lifts them into a matchup with Louisiana Tech, a Bulldog squad that swept them here at the Love Shack earlier this season.
Yeah, but all 3 games were very close in that series. 2-0, 5-4, and then 12-9 in 10 innings. So this is anybody's game. It's an elimination ball game, as you mentioned. Basically, you're playing for the rest of your conference tournament life tonight.
As I mentioned, a 2-0 victory, and both runs were off the bat of Jeffrey David for the Bearcats today. He had an RBI single in the first, and then a homer to straightaway center in the 4th.
Yeah, David hit a shot to straightaway center field, gave him a little bit of an insurance run. That game was all about pitching. Both sides pitched extremely well. Sam Houston State able to scratch for a couple of runs thanks to David.
Now Louisiana Tech is into the losers bracket because they fell to Liberty 6-2 earlier today. The only offense that the Bulldogs were able to put on the board came off the bat of George Corona, a 2-run shot in the 8th.
Yeah, and Louisiana Tech swept Liberty earlier at the very last regular season series of the year when the Bulldogs clinched the regular season title. But kudos to the Flames. They've come in here. They've beaten these Bearcats. They've beaten the Bulldogs. They're waiting on the winner of this one tomorrow.
3 of the 4 semifinalists have been determined. On this side of the bracket, as Malcolm mentioned, it'll be the Flames against the winner of our game between Sam Houston and Louisiana Tech. Starting lineups and the first pitch next on ESPN+. 21-1 was that final, beating Utah Valley. Rocked by Walker Yannick into center field and brought in by Cole McConnell at the wall. Yannick took it to the deepest part of the park, 390 feet according to TrackMan. That's how long it would have gone if the wall had not been there. But McConnell able to rise up and make the grab. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again to Davis. Ripped to left field towards the University Park Apartments. It is gone. Dalton Davis gets the scoring started for Louisiana Tech as the Bulldogs look to punch their ticket into the semifinal round. It's 2-0 Tech.
Well, that's a good at-bat by Davis. He fouled off a number of pitches with 2 strikes and finally got one out over the plate that he could handle, and he did not miss it. That is his 13th home run of the season. RBIs 50 and 51 for Dalton Davis.
Here's Ballard, first man that Tucker sees. Right back through the middle. Cole McConnell gets the go sign. The throw is cut off. Tech's lead extended to 3-0.
Michael Ballard not wasting time. A lot of times you'll see pitching changes. It may take a pitch or 2 just to kind of get a feel for the new pitcher, but he was sitting on that fastball and lined it right back up the middle, and he keeps this inning going now for Louisiana Tech. The Bulldogs have put the crooked number on the scoreboard and still only 1 out.
Right side of the infield, Ballard over to first, and they do give up that run as Martinez comes home. It's just a 1-run advantage now for the Dogs. Top of the order for the Dogs. Just saw Dalton Davis's home run. Does he have 2 in him? Lifts it to left at the wall. It carries. Dalton Davis with his 2nd home run on the night. And it gives the Bulldogs a 4-3 lead in this elimination game against the Bearcats.
That is only the 3rd home run that Hewitt has given up in 47 2/3 innings, but Dalton Davis feeling pretty good in this ball game. Again, another one that he gave a ride. I wasn't sure when it left the bat. It sounded good, but you just don't ever know. And Cotton went back on it, but it carried out of the park.
One-0 pitch into right. It will fall. Christensen couldn't find it, and here goes Ballard into second base. An RBI double, scoring George Corona, and the Bulldogs now up by 2.
Well, Christensen knew that if this fell, it was going to score a run. He did everything he could and just couldn't get there in time. And so back-to-back doubles with 2 outs by Corona and Ballard, and all of a sudden Louisiana Tech has a 2-run lead.
The 1-2 to Martinez. Into right, Safford under it, and the Bulldogs stay alive in the Conference USA Championship. It'll be the Dogs and the Liberty Flames tomorrow in the semifinal round.
Well, and Ethan Bates picks up his nation-leading 16th save of the season. And again, he does it economically, so he'll still be fresh for tomorrow. But you saw a very veteran Louisiana Tech team in an elimination game. They took some blows from Sam Houston, but they were able to deliver the final blow. This was the same exact type of game these two teams played in the 3-game series earlier this year. It was a close ball game, back and forth. It was a whale of a ball game.
Here's the lineup for tomorrow. We'll get started at 9 o'clock local time. Western Kentucky and Dallas Baptist. It's DBU in the driver's seat on that side of the bracket. So a DBU win would send them straight into the championship final on Sunday. While Western Kentucky, if they can beat the Patriots, they would play again later on in the day. Liberty waiting on the winner of this one. It is Louisiana Tech. So the Flames and the Bulldogs with Liberty in the driver's seat on that side of the bracket, needing just one win to advance. The Bulldogs would have to beat the Flames twice to move in to the championship final Sunday here at the Love Shack.